Behind me are the Rocky Mountains. Now, in reality, I'm using a 24mm lens, so you can't really see them the way I see them. You see them as a wide-angle, a wide-angle shot. I mean, I'd have to use something like an 85mm lens or like a 200mm lens or something like that to give you a pretty good shot of it, but I'm gonna get closer, get some pictures of it. But nonetheless, those are the Rocky Mountains. The question is, why the hell am I talking about the Rocky Mountains in a video about confidence? Well, I promise I'm not going to make some cheesy analogy about how, mountains never change, about, mountains staying solid and stuff like that. Actually, I am. I'm going to make a cheesy analogy. The perception of the world and how it functions for a long time was just up to debate, right? It's a reflection of humanity's progression over time. For example, the Greek philosopher Aristotle believed that mountains, rivers, and streams were a constant backdrop, that they never changed. And in reality, he wasn't entirely wrong. I mean, for the span of a human lifetime, they really don't. For the span of a human lifetime, the Rocky Mountains will be the Rocky Mountains. They will pretty much look exactly as they do now in 70 years, 80 years, probably 100 years, give or take some small changes. But they believe this, he believed this, because mountains, rivers, and streams change very little over a human lifetime. But that's the thing, they do change. They do undergo changes. Rocks smash together as tectonic plates move around, and mountains give birth to bigger mountains, and so on and so forth. And that kind of brings me to talking about confidence. So at the end of the day, what's confidence really? Like, what is confidence? If we had to describe it, if we had to provide a definition for confidence absent Webster's dictionary, what would we define it as? Street level definitions. Confidence is experience. It's understanding yourself through experience, and that's it. A guy who can spit mad game on women, who can go to a bar and just take a woman home within half an hour of being there, that's a man who's got confidence because he knows exactly what to say in order to ensnare her and take her home. A woman who can walk into a bar and take a guy home, that's just human nature. It's like Dave Chappelle once said, if a man could fuck a woman in a cardboard box, he wouldn't buy a house. Guys are much easier to please than women are, I will say that. But nonetheless, you see a person who goes into an interview for a job. They're cleanly dressed, they're dressed to impress, they look nice, they look presentable, they speak with conviction. It's a person with confidence. They know what it takes in order to secure a job like that. Confidence is getting out there and living, guys. And that's it. That really is all there is to it. And a lot of people don't really seem to grasp that. A lot of people see confidence as like this, magical thing that can only be gained by like people who have been accepted to the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, which I'm still waiting on my damn letter. Dumbledore, if you happen to be watching this, man, send me my shit. All right, I'm tired of waiting. I want to learn magic too, man. And I enjoy Slytherin. I don't care what that damn sorting house says. I'll bogart the hell out of the Slytherin. I'll be like, nope, I'm joining Gryffindor. And that's just the way it is. All right, I'm not joining Slytherin, man. That's crazy as hell. And nobody wants to be part of Hogwarts. Nobody, like Hogwarts, man. Hogwarts are just like not Hogwarts, like the Hufflepuffs. Man, the Hufflepuffs, man, Hufflepuffs suck. Man, they're. I'm sorry, Hufflepuff fans. If you ended up in the Hufflepuff house, I feel bad for you, man. Hufflepuff sucks. They're like a poor man's Gryffindor. And I would join Ravenclaw because they're the smart ones. Gryffindors are like the jocks, right? Like they're brave, but they're dumbasses. And like Ravenclaw, like they're the smart ones. They're like the book nerds. I feel like people in Ravenclaw would read comic books. Cedric Diggory's like, Cedric's sitting around. He's like, hey guys, check out this book by Captain America. And I'd be like, yeah, man, let me teach you about Captain America, Cedric, before you die. I'm an asshole. Anyway, you guys understand what I'm saying, Confidence is not some magical thing. It's not some magical, mystical thing that exists out there that can only be unlocked by, magical spells or something like that. It's just getting out there and living, guys. And when you boil life down to it, that's really what it is. And I feel like so many people overthink. So many people overthink things. How do I get confidence? How do I get confidence with women? How do I get confidence with jobs? How do I get confidence with anything? It's going out and doing it. That's the one thing to bear in mind. Everybody was the new guy somewhere along the line. Humans are clean slates, right? LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Tracy McGrady, they weren't born knowing how to play basketball, right? They weren't born knowing that. Well, LeBron James probably was, but Michael Jordan definitely was. But they weren't born knowing how to play basketball. They had to work their way up to it. Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr. were not born knowing how to play baseball. Sean Kemp, who was kind of an asshole, was not born. Well, He was kind of a crappy basketball player. But you guys understand what I'm saying. Like people aren't born knowing how to do things. They have to work their way up to it. They gain confidence by experiencing it. That's all it is. Confidence is experience. So if you really want to know, you want to be confident in something, get out there and do it. And here's the important thing, guys. In this race of confidence, your horse is going to struggle. You're going to stumble a few times. You're even going to trip more than a few times. So, who gives a shit? Get back up. I mean, are you really going to do that? Is that really what you're going to do? Well, I stumbled, so I'm just going to give up. It's too hard. Well, you were never cut out for it in the first place. That's your ideology. Get out there, guys. Go live your life. Go do things. Gain confidence. That's all it is. Just getting out there and living. You want to be confident when it comes to the opposite sex? Then go talk to them. Go talk to women. Go talk to men. Because ladies, this goes for you too. I know a lot of you guys struggle with confidence when it comes to guys. And for a lot of young guys, it doesn't seem that way. In the realm of dating, it never seems that way. In the realm of dating, it seems like women have all the power, and to a degree they do. And while they're testing your confidence to see whether or not you'll approach them, test their confidence to see whether or not they'll approach you. Who says you have to approach them? It's 2018, not 1918. So, when it comes to this thing, when it comes to living your life, get out there and just live. And confidence will come with it. It's a byproduct. It's a byproduct of just experiencing things. You grab a camera, you start recording video. Like, here's a really good example. When I started recording vlogs here outside, I was unsure about it. I was like, I don't know how I feel about standing out in the middle of the open air, recording a vlog, people driving by, looking at me funny. I like confidence. I was like, I don't know if I can really do this. But I said the hell with it. Then I went out there to Centera, all the way down there, the other side of town. Sat under a tree or parked the camera, kind of under a tree, not really. Got a long shot. I started talking into it. I'm gonna do this. Went out to Benson Sculpture Park, did the same thing. Did those more than a few times. Now I just kind of feel at home doing it. I like the idea of doing it. It's pretty fun. It's confidence, guys. Just get out there and experiment, try different things, see what works, what doesn't work. The more you try, the more you will fail. The more you fail, the more you'll realize why you failed. And the more you realize why you failed, the more you'll be able to fix the reasons for why you failed, and the better of a person you'll become. So, I don't know, just kind of my 2 cents. Like I always say, guys, I'm not an absolute truth on these things. Just one man's opinion. But with that being said, guys, we're going to bring this video to an end, and yeah. I will catch you all later. Peace.